All right, let's bring in Christian Leuprecht, military expert. Christian, first off, welcome. Now, Israel says it will be enforcing extra security measures across the country Monday. Being the one-year anniversary of the Hamas attack in Israel, could October 7th be a significant day on the battlefield?
Well, it certainly was a significant day a year ago when it showed Israel in a situation of weakness, where clearly it demonstrated that Israeli deterrence was not working in averting Hamas from taking the sort of heinous attack that it did. And so Israel has worked over the last year to reestablish deterrence, to show its non-state and state adversaries that it is prepared to take the measures that it feels are necessary to assure its security.
But being that this is sort of a symbolic day, the one-year anniversary of this attack, do you anticipate that anything, out of the ordinary, let's say, could happen tomorrow?
Well, we've already seen measures out of the ordinary. We've seen incredible Israeli tactical successes, but those tactical successes have also come at a considerable humanitarian cost. And they've possibly come at the cost of a ceasefire. The killing of Hassan Nasrallah certainly obviated any chance of a ceasefire agreement with Hamas and Hezbollah, insofar as that was ever even possible. And it appears that Israel has since doubled down in its determination to use the cult of the offensive, believing that forceful military action is a better guarantee of its security than trying to find a peace deal with its adversaries.
Iran has canceled overnight flights and announced a closure of the airspace as Israel continues to vow retaliation for this week's missile barrage. Does that mean the retaliation is imminent?
Well, certainly if you're going to carry out a retaliation against Iranian on the eve and the day of the anniversary, when Iranian proxies mounted the worst attack on the state of Israel at the largest loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust, then you would think that October 7th might be the sort of symbolic day where where Israel would try to send that message to Iran.
Do you think oil reserves or nuclear sites in Iran will be targeted?
So there are considerable trade-offs in targeting different types of assets. Iran has said an attack on its nuclear assets, it would interpret as a declaration of war and would react accordingly. Iran is presumably expecting some sort of attack, but perhaps Israel will try to keep it symbolic and go after radar installations as it did in April, rather than, for instance, an attack on oil installations that would increase the oil price and thus have an indirect influence on the U.S. presidential election.
All right, that is our time. We'll have to leave it there. Christian, thank you very much for being here with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
That is Christian Leuprecht, military expert.